Alright, let's be honest, is there anything more intriguing than a mystery that seems impossible to solve? It's like a real-life episode of Scooby-Doo, but without the guarantee of some dude in a mask at the end. From people vanishing into thin air to spooky events that defy logic, these unsolved cases keep us up at night. So, grab your magnifying glasses and your thinking caps as we delve into 10 mysteries that continue to baffle and amaze, and maybe even creep us out a little bit. Picture this, it's 2004, and a 21-year-old nursing student named Maura Murray is driving through the back roads of New Hampshire. Suddenly, boom, she crashes her car. Now you'd think that's the worst of it, right? Wrong. When the cops arrive, Maura is nowhere to be found. It's like she pulled a Houdini. The car's there, her stuff's there, even an unopened bottle of wine is just chilling in the car. But Maura? Gone. Vanished. Some folks think she took off on purpose, maybe trying to start a new life. Others? Well, let's just say they suspect something much more sinister went down that night, and the fact that no one has found a single trace of her? That just makes this whole thing even creepier. Let's rewind the clock to 1922, to a secluded farm in Bavaria called Hinterkaifeck. This isn't your typical farmhouse though. This place is about to become a horror show. The entire Gruber family plus their maid are found brutally murdered. And I'm not talking about a quick and painless death here, this was brutal. But here's the truly messed up part. It seems like the killer stuck around for days after the murders. There were footprints, smoke from the chimney, even meals being made. It's like the killer wanted to play house with the corpses. Theories flew around like bats out of hell, a family feud gone wrong, a disgruntled ex-employee seeking revenge. But guess what? The case went colder than a polar bear's nose. To this day, the identity of the Hinterkaifeck killer remains a mystery, shrouded in darkness and Bavarian folklore. Alright, let's talk about the London Underground, a place that's seen more history than a museum curator. It's also, according to some, crawling with ghosts. And no, I'm not talking about rats on the tracks, though there are probably plenty of those too. One spot in particular sends chills down the spines of even the bravest Londoners' Aldwych station. This abandoned station has been closed since 1994, but the stories? They haven't stopped. People claim to have seen shadowy figures lurking in the tunnels, heard disembodied whispers echoing through the platforms, and felt sudden, unexplainable drops in temperature. Some say it's the ghosts of those who sought shelter during World War II, forever trapped in the darkness. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's something undeniably eerie about Aldwych Station, a place where the past and the paranormal seem to collide. Chapter 4, The Unsolved Delphi Murders. This one hits close to home, folks. In 2017, two teenagers, Abigail Williams and Liberty German, were hiking near a trail in Delphi, Indiana. They were just normal kids enjoying their day, when they stumbled upon something terrifying. And tragically, they never made it home. Their bodies were found the next day, and the details of the case are enough to make your blood run cold. But here's the thing. Liberty managed to capture a video on her phone, a grainy clip of a man walking toward them, his voice booming, "Down the hill, that's it, that's all they have to go on." Despite countless tips, the man in the video remains unidentified, a phantom haunting the small town of Delphi. The case continues to grip the nation, a stark reminder that evil can lurk even in the most unsuspecting places. Chapter 5, The Lady of the Dunes, an enigma wrapped in sand. In 1974, a gruesome discovery on the shores of Cape Cod sent shockwaves through the community. A woman's body, badly decomposed, was found in the dunes of Provincetown. But here's the catch. Her hands were missing, chopped off, most likely to prevent identification. And as if that wasn't creepy enough, her head was nearly severed. They called her the Lady of the Dunes, a nameless victim whose identity remains a mystery to this day. Some speculate she was connected to the filming of Jaws, which was happening nearby at the time. Others believe she was involved with something far more sinister. Despite decades of investigation, forensic reconstructions, and even DNA testing, the Lady of the Dunes continues to haunt the sandy shores of Cape Cod, her secrets buried deep beneath the dunes. Chapter 6, The Cinder Woman, a Case of Spontaneous Combustion. Now this one is straight out of a horror movie, but I swear it's real. In 1951, Mary Reeser, a widow living in Florida, met a fiery end. And when I say fiery, I mean her body was almost completely reduced to ash, All that remained was a shrunken skull and a single foot. The weird part? The room around her was mostly untouched by the fire. It was like she just spontaneously combusted out of nowhere. Investigators were baffled. They couldn't find any traces of accelerants, and the heat needed to cremate a body like that? It just didn't add up. Some whispered about the possibility of spontaneous human combustion, a phenomenon that's more likely to be found in a comic book than real life. To this day, Mary Reeser's death remains a scorching mystery, a case that continues to ignite debate and fuel nightmares. Chapter 7. The Missing Sodder Children, A Christmas Eve Nightmare. Christmas Eve, 1945. The Sodder family home in West Virginia caught fire, a tragedy that would forever scar their lives. While the parents and 4 of their children escaped the flames, 5 of the Sodder children vanished without a trace. The fire department, already stretched thin due to the holiday, arrived too late to save the house. But as the smoke cleared and the rubble was searched, a chilling realization set in. There were no signs of the missing children, no bodies, no bones, nothing. The parents clung to the hope that their children had somehow survived, perhaps kidnapped during the chaos. Over the years they received mysterious letters and photographs, each one offering a glimmer of hope, but ultimately leading to a dead end. The case of the missing Sodder children remains a haunting reminder that even during the most wonderful time of year, darkness can descend, leaving behind unanswered questions and shattered dreams. Chapter 8. Robert the Doll, Playtime with a Side of Terror. You know those creepy dolls in horror movies? The ones with the dead eyes and the unsettling grins? Well, Robert the Doll might be their real-life counterpart. This life-size doll, once belonging to a boy named Robert Eugene Otto in Key West, Florida, is said to be cursed. And no, I don't mean in a "he tripped me on the stairs" kind of way. People who have crossed paths with Robert the Doll claim to have experienced all sorts of strange phenomena, cameras malfunctioning, objects moving on their own, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Legend has it that Robert is possessed by the spirit of his former owner, and he's not afraid to hold a grudge. Whether you believe in curses or not, there's something undeniably unsettling about Robert the Doll, a toy that seems to hold a dark and mysterious power. Chapter 9. The Silent Twins, A Bond Beyond Understanding. June and Jennifer Gibbons were twins, but their connection went far beyond shared birthdays. These 2 girls, born in Wales, were inseparable, communicating in a secret language that only they understood. They were known as the Silent Twins, isolated from the outside world, lost in their own private universe. But their story takes a dark turn. As they grew older, their behavior became increasingly erratic, marked by acts of vandalism and violence. They were eventually committed to a psychiatric hospital, where their bond took an even more tragic twist. Jennifer died suddenly, under mysterious circumstances. June later revealed that they had made a pact. One twin had to die so the other could truly live. The case of the Silent Twins continues to fascinate and disturb, a chilling example of the power and the potential darkness of the human psyche. Chapter 10. The Ghost Ship. Kaz 2. Adrift in a sea of questions. Imagine sailing across the vast expanse of the ocean, only to stumble upon a ship seemingly abandoned, adrift at sea. That's what happened in 2007 when the catamaran Kaz II was found off the coast of Australia. But this wasn't your typical ghost ship. The boat was in pristine condition, with food still on the table, the engine running and a laptop open. It was as if the crew had just vanished into thin air. The 3 men who had set sail on the Kaz II were never seen again. Theories range from rogue waves to piracy, and even the Bermuda Triangle was thrown into the mix. But the truth? It remains elusive, lost somewhere in the vast and unforgiving ocean. The Kaz II stands as a modern-day maritime mystery, a chilling reminder of the unpredictable and often dangerous nature of the sea. The enduring allure of the unknown. These mysteries, with their twists, turns, and unanswered questions, remind us that we don't have all the answers. They're like a giant question mark etched into the fabric of reality, and maybe that's why we're so drawn to them. They force us to confront the unknown, to grapple with the possibility that some things are beyond our comprehension. So, what do you think happened in these cases? Do you have a theory that could crack the code? Let me know in the comments, and who knows, maybe together we can shed some light on these enduring mysteries. And hey, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button and stick around for more spine-tingling investigations. These chilling mysteries captivate us because they remind us of the fragility of human understanding. Despite technological advancements and years of investigation, some questions remain unanswered. Whether it's the paranormal, tragic accidents, or unspeakable crimes, these stories tap into our deepest fears of the unknown. What's your theory about these unsolved cases? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more haunting mysteries.